Hello everyone, it's Minute Plus Meditation here, and it is Wednesday, January the 15th. We're already halfway through the first month of 2025. Okay, we continue with the Epistle to the Hebrews, one of my favorite statements in this letter, and it is so profound. I think it probably passes over our head, or most people's heads, because it's not pointed out, and we're distracted and so on. If we I don't even know if we hear this in church, but even if you read the scriptures, read the Bible on your own. But hopefully hearing it now, because it is actually, it's in this second reading, but I don't know if it's only read this once a year, but hopefully hearing it now, you will stop and pause and think about this, reflect on it. For it is clear that he did not come to help angels, but the descendants of Abraham. Therefore, he had to become like his brothers and sisters in every respect, so that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in the service of God, to make a sacrifice of atonement for the sins of the people. Because he himself was tested by what he suffered, he is able to help those who are being tested. This is so profound. This is so unlike any other deity in the history of our pantheons or constructions, mythologies, even other religions. Nothing compares to this. Nothing even comes close. Whether it's Buddha or Allah, or nobody comes close to this. He became one of the descendants of Abraham. He came to help the descendants of Abraham. I said this a couple of days ago, that he united himself to human nature, not angelic nature. Now, the angels are different than us. They make a one-time decision, and it's like all entire lifetime of decisions all at once. So when they make a decision, it's either eternal hell or eternal heaven. It's no going back, no rectification, no repentance, not possible because of the way they're made. Well, you and I are made a different way. So, but we're lower on the level of being, so much lower that we have no idea. But we just suffice it to say we're much lower on the level of being, and yet God has come to help us. God has come to help us, to help you, to help me, and even more so, He could have just sort of been like a guide and said, that's the way to go, but He didn't do that, right? He actually. Because of this, he was tested by what he suffered. He is able to help those who are being tested. So he actually suffered for us, and he was willing to die for us. I mean, just let that sink in. This is the God, that we follow, that we adore, hopefully that we, obey. He's worthy of all of that and more. To the gospel. In the morning, while it was still very dark, so most likely around our 3 a.m., 3, 4 a.m., Jesus got up and went out to a deserted place, and there he prayed. Then Simon and his companions looked for him. So Jesus, because they said, everyone is searching for you. And he said, let us go on to the neighboring town so that I may proclaim the message there also. For that is what I came out to do. So even after a long day preceding this, Jesus gets up at an early hour, and he goes off to pray. He wants to pray. That's the most important thing. He wants to pray, to commune with his Father. He needs to pray. And, it's one of the things that probably, again, according to using our human language, helps him to keep centered, helps him to kind of be founded. So it would have been very tempting to go back, right, and teach more because they wanted to hear him. They were hungry to hear him. They were disposed to hear him. That is very attractive. But Jesus said, that's not why I came. I came to preach elsewhere. I must go and proclaim the message there elsewhere, where I'm not always going to be accepted. So he's willing to go and continue his work, even though it might be accepted in some place or will be, and other places it will be really rejected. But he's going to go. That's his mission. That's his purpose for coming. You and I need to pray. We have to pray if we want to get to heaven. Jesus is heaven. But if we want to get to heaven, then we need to pray. But it also keeps us focused. It keeps us centered. It keeps us grounded. It keeps us rooted in our mission so that we don't get sidetracked, taking all the temptations to prayer reflecting on what's happening to us so we don't get caught up in the whirlwind of temptations and so on. So Jesus is providing, once again, a model for us. Always make time to pray. You're tired, then pray when you're tired. If you fall asleep, well, then pray anyways. Just, go to bed at the right time the next night so you don't get so tired. But the important thing is to pray, right? Jesus prayed, you and I pray. God bless you.